everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a reading today for the sign of Libra, and since this is a new moon reading and this is the first card, we already have the first card, and this new moon is in the sign of Pisces, so this reading will be influenced by the energy of this new moon. Okay, you have a lot to say, Libra. Yeah, let's see. That's Empress energy. That's where you are at the moment. Is okay. Okay, this is a lot of air energy here. Ace of Swords and Palace of Swords, like that's the beginning of the journey to the completion, the mission, the goal, like when you achieve reach your destination. Okay. So you are in the energy of an Empress and someone is regretting something. Most likely it looks like someone who has walked away from you is regretting that decision, because you are in your fullest, like the complete emotional, mental, energetic, that intense but also that balanced energy, very fertile, know how to get things done. And for some reason, someone decided to walk away from you, from your life. And that person is not happy about that decision. That person is regretting. And you are also going through that feeling of loss. And there is no closure. That's actually is the main reason that's bothering you so much. Okay, there is no closure. That's what's bothering you. You need the closure. You need the closure to have clarity, like to wipe clean your slate. Hold on. So the bottom is Seven of Cups. You will be offered a lot of choices, opportunities. Okay. And the energy here is the need of that closure. You need to have that conversation. It is going to be difficult. It is not easy. It is never like pleasant, because this is something you are trying to walk away from, something where you were emotionally involved and now you are trying to accept the fact that this is not going to be your destiny, so you will be walking away from it. So this is never going to be an easy talk, easy conversation. It's more like we try to intellectualize some emotions, some hurt, some of those feelings, and that helps us move on. And at the same time, you'll have to remember, you will have to with intent, with caution, and very carefully, you'll have to keep coming back to that wound and keep healing it. Keep, like, it's not like just wrap it with a bandage, the wound, just bandage it and that move on. No, don't do that, because that is not how we heal. So you'll have to come back time and time, remove the band-aid, put some medicine, clean it up, do some dressing there. It will be painful, but you'll have to do that. Yeah, it's not easy, but you'll have to do that. But then you will also reach the Palace of Swords energy. This is what you are going to reach. The end of the journey looks really beautiful that way, and that's where also the Page of Cups, there will be the starting of something new, maybe with a Virgo. It looks like a Virgo. Once you get that thing cleared, you wipe clean your slate and start your healing. And also you have to be aware, and you'll have to accept, it's a fact that healing is not a linear journey. It is like a pattern, like a spiral. So even though, I mean, it will keep coming to the same point, but while very well you are committed to your healing, it will go further and further away from that spot, that wound. You getting my point? Because it's not like, it's not a circle, it's not linear, but it's spiral, right? You will just keep going further and further away, and the more this, like the more the distance is, the lesser the pain will be. Some of you are in a silent mode, in your quiet space. You are not talking, you are not going out, you are not talking a lot, not on phone, not at work. You are most of the time you are just with yourself, and you are just thinking, you are just analyzing everything that has happened, thinking it again and again. It's like a loop. You are just repeating what happened again and again. Find out where it went wrong. What did you do wrong? What could you have done a different way? Yeah, don't stay stuck in that energy. Alright? And your universe is asking you to have faith. Okay, just have faith, and the faith will bring this Ace of Wands to your life. That's passionate new beginning, that fiery new beginning. It is romance. It is that life, the things you are so passionate about. It can be anything. It can be related to art or healing, or just being there where you have something to offer. But you will have to be very mindful of this card, because this is something that might cause some betrayal in your life. That's something you might get to experience. Let's clarify this card. Okay. Please clarify this Ten of Swords here for my sign of Libra. Maybe a Cancer. You will be dealing with a Cancer who is going to, and this is a financial betrayal. If you are doing a job, the betrayal may come in the form of someone taking credit of your hard work. If you are in a business, it can simply be the monetary betrayal. But you also have, after that, a new beginning. This is both way you can look at it. It is something that will just pull you, throw you to a different path than where you were. And this is not about changing your passion, your, like, whatever you want to do in your life, your soul's purpose. It's more about the partnership, the people you work with. And once that is gone, it will be a new beginning. And the second message for some of you, the betrayal will come with a new project, new venture, new contract. Okay, that's where you will get. So you have to be like very careful while signing papers with the legal things. Just read very carefully what you are signing. Do not sign without reading the entire thing. Also be mindful of the pros and cons. Basically, you have a habit of going with the flow. Sometimes you do not give a lot of energy. You don't put a lot of energy into whether you should or shouldn't. Sometimes you just want to do things because your friend, your partner wants to do it, because that's how you also that's how you operate. You like to see people happy. You want everyone happy around you. So sometimes, even though you have that nudge, that feeling in your gut, you still move forward with some decisions, because the other person is happy about it, the other person wants it. Don't do that. That's what this is about. Let's see if we can find some alphabets that will tell us some names that's significant here in this scenario. Okay, we have Z, we have K, P, B, A, U, and we have Z again. Yeah, do not do any kind of business decision in a pub. Okay, that's not a place to talk money when you are in a party mode. You are, down like a few drinks. That's not where you should be making any decisions. And don't ignore the messages you receive for a few days. Just be mindful, read carefully the messages. Okay, just don't dismiss quickly. Okay, let's see some charms here. There's a cat. You are a cat person, you love cats. Then we have, what is this? An angel baby. That's an angel baby. There is a paw. That's a dog. You also have a dog, not just cat. And then there is a horse. So horse is more about this lunar year, this year of fire horse. So this is more about this year, and this year is going to be a very different, significant one in your life. Okay, and to unlock that amazing, brilliant, everything beautiful, you have the key with you. You have everything basically. You just need to be mindful and very observant what's going on around you, and use all the information you have carefully. And your soul has all the information. It's just that ignoring that gut feeling, ignoring that intuition is where the issue is, so don't do that. You have a very strong intuition, so don't ignore that. Have faith. There are a bump like in the recent future. There will be a bump, but after that the journey is going to be really amazing. Okay, Libra. There is a Gemini in your life who has a very strong influence, because the entire time I have Gemini in my head, like as if someone trying to tell me that some of you who are dealing with a Gemini needs to be a little careful, because you both are air sign. I'm not saying that it is this person. Okay, it doesn't feel like this person is a bad person. It's the person is going to betray you, but the person is very flighty, very airy, no stability here and there, everywhere, they want to do this also, that also, indecisive, all over the place. That's how the thing's gonna get little tricky here. Okay, so let's pull some messages from the angels. Let's see what the angels have for you. Just give us a clear and specific message for the sign of Libra. Okay, we have the it, new beginnings. You see, new beginnings. Even though there is some bump, there is a new beginning. There is a page of pentacle. There is a new beginning in love also. Page of cups we have. So this message is from Archangel Jeremiah, and it says, okay, the number is 20. 20 can be birthday of you or the other person, or it's a date, maybe it's 20th March, where you are going to get a message, some communication, or about finalizing some kind of deal, project, something on this 20th, or it's going to be 20th of coming month, or somebody's birthday can be like any month from January to December. You would know it better. And it says, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Here you need to be forgiving and compassionate. Sometimes when a relationship doesn't work out, it doesn't necessarily mean the one person in that dynamic was not good. No, it's not like that. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes the souls have different roles to play. Sometimes it just that's how long one soul was supposed to be with you, or sometimes we just grew apart. We all have our different purpose, different life path to walk on, and different goals to achieve, different lessons to learn. So here you need to be forgiving and compassionate, and whatever you were thinking again and again in your mind about this whole why, where did you go wrong, what did you do, you have to be forgiving and compassionate to yourself too. Maybe you did something, but it was not something you did intentionally. Your goal was not to ruin something or break it. You did what you were supposed to do. Okay, so that is your message from your angels. Let's pull some guidance from your ancestors and spirit guides. Just take a moment and ground yourself. Try to anchor and just take a long deep breath and ask any questions you have, or if you need clarity on any situation, just ask that to your guides, and we'll pull the guidance from them. Okay. Please give us a clear and specific guidance for the sign of Libra. We have two messages there. Let's see. The first one is Heart Guardian. It says, love and let yourself be loved. You are lovable. Libra, you are lovable, so you have to come out of that whole okay, I'm seeing this what do you call it, that rides you have in a roller coaster. So I'm seeing you in a roller coaster. It may be a physical it may have some physical significance. Maybe you went there, maybe you like to go there, or maybe you have some amazing beautiful memories with this person going on this roller coaster ride. But it also mean that you are in an emotional roller coaster kind of a place, and you need to come out of it. You need to be able to love yourself and let yourself be loved. Okay, the second is direction guardian. That's your second guidance, and says choose your path. So here you need to choose your path. This is what we have talked about. The path is fine, everything is good. It just, who are you trying to go with? Who is your companion in this path? And sometimes there can be a little detour and you'll come back again. Like if everyone is going straight, you might have to go a little, you might have to go a little, different way, and then take a U-turn or some turn, and then you will reach back to the same path that leads you to your goal. Okay, so that's all we have for you, Libra. And if you need a little more clarity on this energy, on these messages, then you can book a personal reading. You'll find my website booking details in the description below, and you can book a reading there. Then we can talk more about this. Okay, and for now, I am hearing again and again, very repeatedly, that you are very, very in like you are in a feeling of like you need to do some emotional detox. You need to release some old stress. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's something you need to do. And it looks like the relationships, whether it's love and romance relationship or your business or work relationship, this reading is mostly it's about relationships. So that's something you might want to look at. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care, Libra. Bye bye.